happened. Don't add Maggie. Tell us exactly how it happened. Are you ready to hear her? Let me clap your hands together again for her.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mutupe. How I got to know about this product, especially this was what invited me to this amazing group. I met him some time ago, and we became friends. So we were talking one day, and I told him, I am sick, and he said sick. I said yes, I'm sick. And he said you look fine. I said I don't have to be in the hospital before I know that I am sick, because I've been taking drugs and doing tests and a lot of things. And drugs and tests take my money more. I'm a tailor. So each time I make money, drugs and tests take this money from me. So I have no savings. Whatever savings I have is simply for drugs to just keep me going. And he said, okay. And when he came across this thing, he called me at night. I'm like, see, I'm not interested. And he said, please, I'm not saying you should join. I'm just saying probably you might need this product. And I said, okay. And he said, come to my house this Sunday. I'm sharing some products and I think you will need it too. That was exactly what took me there. Like, okay, fine. I'm not there to hear story about all these things. But let me use this again. At least I've been taking a lot of things and they are not working. So I just want to try something new. And he said it's not drugs, it is supplements. I was like, supplements? Are you supplements now? So that night, he gave me just eight capsules. And I wanted to see the result because I've been hearing people's testimonies. So I'm like, this is so fabricated. This is I'm not so when it comes to you introducing business to me, I wouldn't even give it a second thought. I'll just say I'll still do whatever I want to do anyway. But I am not going to this. I'll just let you see whatever you want to see. And just so when I took that drug that night, that product that night, I took three because I wanted to see. The following morning I woke up. Actually the things I battle with is body itching after bait. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing it, but after taking my bait, I itch a lot. Actually, I have a brush that I use to itch, and after itching, it takes me like about 10-15 minutes itching after baiting. And after itching, I have blood patches over my body. It's that bad that I can't even go out in the rain at all. Anytime I see it's about to rain, I stay home because I can't have water touch my body. I'll start itching so bad. So I took that drug that night, and the following morning, nothing. I have breast pain, so I've been nursing that for 5 years. After surgery, it still didn't go. Nothing at all changed in my system. I'm like, I took to the following morning. I didn't see anything as well, and then the last three at night. So when I after taking that product, I didn't call him about anything because I wasn't seeing anything different about my system anyways. So I'm like, there's no point. And after 4 days of trying those products, after 4 days, that is after 4 days of the last three caps I took my bait in the morning and realized I didn't realize it on time. But my routine in the morning is take my bait. After taking my bait, I eat for about 15 minutes and then rub cream and get to work because I work at home as well and get to work. That day, I realized I missed that routine of itching. And I'm like, what happened? It's like I didn't something changed. Like I know something was off, but I didn't know what it was. And I went back to the bathroom. I was like, I did not itch. For the first time in like 2 years, I did not itch. My family, some of my friends know about the itching, so they know I can't lie. So I'm like, wow, well, it's too good to be true. And it's the first time in like 2 years. So I did not bother to call him about it as well. I didn't bother. So that night I took my bait again, just in case to be sure, because I don't take my bait at night because of that itching. So I took my bait again and I didn't itch again. I was like, wow, okay. The following morning, the same thing, 2 days. So he called me like in the evening of the third day. And I'm like, Mr. Thompson, I didn't want to tell you before, but something actually changed. And he said, what? I said, I stopped itching. I said, my itching brush, I have not visited it for like 3 days now, and I am super excited. So I told him, I said, you know what? I want to get my own pack. I didn't even talk about the business. I said, I want to get my own pack. And he said, okay, if you want to get the pack, why not activate my own IBU account or so, stuff like that. And I said, okay, fine. If it's going to make me get it on a cheaper price, I'm good. After that time, I didn't pay for the activation. I didn't pay for the product pack. I didn't pay, but I have it in mind that I'm going to get it. And then later on, like 5 days, I realized my breast pain is gone. I mean, when I sleep every day, I wake up to severe pains in the morning. This is bad. So I use my pillows to support my boobs when sleeping. I sleep on my sides. I use pillow to support myself, support. So it is very bad. And I realized I woke up that morning. The pain I wake up to every morning, I didn't feel that pain. I went to my mirror and I'm like, it was like a miracle for me because I have tried a lot of things. There was time I went to my surgeon and he told me to go for another scan, and he said if the results came out and it's what he's thinking that it's possible they cut off my breast. I'm like, what? Cut off my breast? I didn't even say anything again. I just picked up my bag from Oluyoro. I don't know if you people know Oluyoro. I just picked up my bag and I went straight home. I didn't even tell my mom. I didn't tell anybody. I just started nursing the pain. Started nursing. I didn't even go for the test. I did not go for the test. They gave me a lot of drugs to suppress the pain killing and everything at the hospital. I continued with those drugs. It got to a time trams wasn't even working again, tramadol. And in fact oh god. I I increased the dosage and it stopped working. It's just going to make me sleep like mad. I still wake up to that pain. And I nursed that pain for 5 years since 2013. And for the first time in 5 years, going to 6 years, I feel like there's nothing wrong with me. Like nothing is wrong with me. So I am excited. I'm excited about this. I told my friends about it, and I was like, "See, I am not inviting you based on fabricated videos. This is what I used. If it didn't work for me, you know how hard it is to convince me. Very hard. And this stubborn person, there's nothing you will say. I'll just say, okay." So I invited them, and they're like, "Are you sure?" I said, "See, this is my own pack. I'm using it. It works for me. This is I called it magic. I said this is magic, like magic, because I tried a lot of things. They gave me ointment for the body rubbing nonsense. Like it didn't it didn't work. It didn't work. I tried a lot of things.